Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is the Horror Weekly Roundup show where we talk about all the trending, horror movie news headlines of the week, and this is what's up on the schedule for today. Children of the Corn trailer dropped this week, and we'll be watching that for sure. Return to Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2 is starting to go into production, so that's kind of cool. We'll talk about that. I Am Legend 2, Hellboy Remake, Haunted Mansion. A bunch of cool stuff. Let's just get right into the headlines, shall we? My friend in the live chat says, hey, how's it going? Okay, M3GAN Unrated Cut. Yes, we all heard about it when it came out in the theaters that there was a more, R-rated cut where M3GAN does do a lot more vicious killing. Now, I was somebody who was a little bit... No, I didn't hate M3GAN. I just didn't think it was anything spectacular. For me, it wasn't all that scary, right? But it resonated with a lot of people, and I was fascinated when I heard this unrated version that was supposed to be a lot more brutal, that apparently she kills a lot more people. So, when does it come out? Digital, February 24th. And from what I understand, it's going to be on Peacock. And then on Blu-rays and DVD, March 21st. Okay, so yeah, the unrated cut will begin streaming on Peacock February 24th. Which means, if it shows up on Crave or something, perhaps I'll watch it with you guys. Why not? The unrated cut, it's not going to have any nudity in it or anything like that, but it will have a little bit more brutality. You watch the censored version. The Suits put it in theaters. Now watch what really happened on the unrated cut. So, I don't think they show anything more in this. It's just a little snippet. Just gonna look like the promo reel of her dancing again. Yeah.
February 24th. I'm detecting fluctuations in your heart rate and an increase in muscle tension. Did my announcement create excitement or anxiety?
Did her announcement create excitement? Meh.
Research shows that regular exercise, meditation, and social support from your bestie can help you calm down. In the meantime, Don't worry, I won't let anything harm you.
Streaming only on Peacock. Well, sometimes, help here in Canada because we don't get... Do we get Peacock? I'm not going to sign up for Peacock anyway. Between the ones that I already have, it's just too much money. So, anyway, R-rated. What's all going to be included in this? Well, no shade to Universal, love them, and I understand that once the trailer went viral, teenagers got involved and you want them to be able to see it, Cooper said. She continued, this is the writer, Cooper, Akela Cooper. She continued, there should be an unrated version at some point. I heard it's on the books, but yes, it's way gorier. Her body count in the script was higher than in the movie. It wasn't a Gabriel malignant scale massacre, but she did kill a bunch more people. Okay, so it wasn't nothing like Gabriel from Malignant in the prison scene. Yeah, no, that scene is going to be hard to top. More people, including a couple of characters whom James Wan was like, I like what you did with those people, but I want them to live. Okay, so maybe it'll retcon some of the lore a little bit. I don't know. So when the Blu-ray and DVD digital release comes out in March, you'll get some documentary stuff called A New Vision of Horror, filmmakers and cast breakdown of how the world of M3GAN was created. Okay, yeah, I've seen stuff behind the scenes stuff of how they put like the costume on the girl who danced and stuff like that. It was very creepy, and how they mixed that with the actual animatronics getting hacked, bringing M3GAN to life. Yeah, and you guys will be shocked at actually how much of it was just the girl. I mean, come on, the budget wasn't astronomical, so they couldn't actually use it throughout the entire thing, right? So hey, it's a cost thing. Why not? M3GAN. And who knows, maybe I'll find the unrated cut a little bit more brutal, and maybe it'll be vicious enough that it'll go from my meh reaction to, okay, yeah, I hope they dial that up, because we know that we're getting a M3GAN 2. I mean, it made enough money at the box office that we are definitely going to be getting a M3GAN 2. Okay, so, yeah. Spifer says, "Hey." Arglass says, "Do you think people they'd release a Red Band trailer for M3GAN?" That would be kind of cool if they did. I hope that they would. A Red Band trailer for M3GAN? Yeah, I hope so. What? I think you just got that little clip there that we saw on Twitter. Yeah, like, when is the 24th? That's next week, right? Next Friday. Okay, so that comes out next Friday. Well, it is what it is. We're going to be watching another thing on Friday anyway. We have a Ghost next Friday. We'll be watching that instead of M3GAN. But I'll always be open for keeping it as a possibility to watch. Scream 6! Yeah, you can't dodge the Scream 6 headlines because they are out everywhere. We've got some character posters that came out this week. 13 exclusive character posters. My God. Yeah, I think we looked at these two, right? I hope the Bloody Disgusting here put them in a nice order for us to look at. Doesn't look like they did. For some reason, that's taking a long time to load. So, Scream 6 box office projections. Franchise high opening. Yeah, we saw that it's projected to be around 37 million for its opening, which is higher than the other ones. Scream 3 earned 34 in its debut. I thought it made higher than that. I thought it did. 37 million, March 10th. That's going to be an interesting weekend, guys, because while we are horror fans here and we are definitely anticipating Scream, it's also opening up against that dinosaur movie with Adam Driver. So you got two big things coming out in the theater that weekend. I'm going to see both for sure. I'm going to see Scream 6 on the 9th. So I'll probably see 65, that dinosaur movie, on Friday. I may even take in a double feature on Thursday. Who knows? I think I may even end up doing that. Not back to back, though. I'll go see the later version of 65. Okay, there's Samara Weaving's poster. There's that one of the survivors from. I think this guy's probably going to die in this one. Are any fans out there clamoring for this guy to survive and his sister? Not me. And these are some of the new characters that we don't really know. It's just basically all them holding the knife. I want to see Jenna. There's Jenna. Good. Yeah. Do you think she's going to survive this one? People are saying because of the contracts and Wednesday's so big now that she won't want to sign on for another one. And they got to up the body count in this one, right? So they may think that she doesn't survive. Oh, there's Dermot Mulroney. He's playing a cop in this one. And yeah, he may be dirty. He may be a bad guy in this one. Gail Weathers with a knife. Nah, she's not going to die. Kirby. No, she's not a ghost face. Although that would be quite the surprise, wouldn't it? If she somehow was going to be part of the plan for Scream 4, which we are going to watch pretty soon, guys. I have to make an announcement about that on the channel here. And I guess it's no better time to do it than right now. Normally, we, on Franchise Wednesdays, we were watching the Scream series all the way up to Scream 6 on March 10th. But it just so happens, I think it's going to be easier if we bump it a week. And we'll pick up with Scream again. Scream 4 will be not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. And that way, we'll watch Scream 5 on the Wednesday, March 8th. And then Thursday, I'll go out and see Scream 6, give you guys my early reviews, and we'll be like, I think they'll tie in better. And plus, Scream, I just saw on Netflix, Scream 5 is going to be on Netflix on that Wednesday. So most people will have a copy and have access to it on that Wednesday. So we might as well just wait and watch Scream 5 on March 8th. And then on March 1st, we'll watch Scream 4. So we'll have like a week here. And I may cram in a series here on our Wednesday there. Like a binge series, watch along kind of thing. That I've been getting feeling that I want to do. But we'll talk about that later during the week. Those are all the Scream posters. What else? We got a new Scream 6 image. Ghostface tears through screen in brand new image. So it looks like maybe this is at the place where there's that cult where they got all the Ghostface killer masks, and he's got like a slideshow up or something, and then he busts through, scares a bunch of people. Yeah, I think it looks good. Scream 6 headlines, guys. What do you think about all that stuff? Okay. What's next? Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion. Yeah, they remade another version of Haunted Mansion from Disney, and I guess it got shifted around for its release date. Haunted Mansion release date has once again been moved, though this time it's been moved up rather than delayed. Okay, so it was set to premiere August 11th, but has been moved up to July 28th. Yeah, because a couple things got shifted around here. The Marvels that was supposed to come out around that time got pushed back to November. That was Captain Marvel 2. It's called The Marvels. That got pushed. So I guess Disney had some things that they had to, fill in the gaps in their schedule because of those movements. And Haunted Mansion was one of them. So I guess this movie this must be done now, right? It's in the can. It's just sitting on the shelf. A single mom named Gabby hires a tour guide, a psychic, a priest, and a historian to help exorcise their newly bought mansion after discovering it's inhabited by ghosts, reads the movie synopsis. Haunted Mansion will star Jared Leto, Jamie Lee Curtis, Winona Ryder, Owen Wilson, Danny DeVito, Rosario Dawson, Tiffany Haddish. Wow, that is a huge cast. That is a huge cast. July 28th. That cast kind of gets me excited. Jamie Lee Curtis, Winona Ryder. Yeah, Winona Ryder. And you know how I feel about Rosario Dawson. I think she's awesome. And can't wait to see her in Ahsoka. Cool to see Danny DeVito still working. And Jared Leto will be playing a ghost. Fascinating. Haunted Mansion. Yeah. So this is not going to be tied to that Eddie Murphy version. This is just going to be kind of like its new iteration. And it's moved up. Haunted Mansion. Now, it's going to be on the lighter side, obviously. It's not going to be too scary. But that cast seems to... Well, it gets me intrigued, at least. Does it for you guys? Oh, they're going to be remaking another Hellboy movie? Seriously? Well, Hellboy remake, or reboot, I suppose. Not remake. They're going to reboot it again. So that one with David Harbour, that one didn't land with people. Guys, I'm somebody who looked at these headlines this week when this broke, and I was kind of like, maybe it's time to let this property go to rest. I don't know. You would have to have such a lower budget angle on this, and I think that's the only way you can do it. I know everybody would love to see Guillermo del Toro come back and complete his trilogy, but Guillermo said that he would only do it if he could have like a $250 million budget, and that's not what this movie or this series brings in its box office take, right? It just doesn't earn, like, there's just not that enough interest in it for it to be, like, I'm going to be brutally honest here. If you want to make Hellboy successful, you got to find a way to make it for, like, Blumhouse numbers, like somewhere between 20 to $30 million at the most, at the absolute most. If you could bring it in for under $20 million in the budget, then perhaps Hellboy could have a chance. That's the way I feel about it. James, did you see the Hellboy with David Harbour? And actually, no, I didn't see that one. I had my chances. I just never. Hey, it just happens, Every now and then, movies they slip by. But I'll be honest with you guys, I never saw it. I did see the two other ones though. So what's going on here? Brian Taylor will be directing the upcoming Hellboy film. Taylor is best known for directing several episodes of Happy and co-directing two of the Crank movies and Ghost Rider. Actually, I had no problem with Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. Christopher Lambert was in that one too, right? Jonah Hex. Hey, you know what? If they do have that Hellboy with David Harbour on a streaming service that I can find, we'll check it out. So, yeah. He's going to direct it, but I don't see any notes in here that there's going to be casting. Like, are they going to go back with David Harbour? I don't know. Are they going to just retcon all that stuff? It sounds like maybe they're just going to, the outlet notes, Hellboy creator are receiving story credits on the film, though it's not clear as to whether they worked on the screenplay. So they got a screenplay for this. The outlet sources say that the movie's working title is Hellboy the Crooked Man. The Crooked Man. Though it's unknown, the film will be based on the Crooked Man story from the Hellboy comics. Okay. So I guess there is some source material there. Yeah. As I said, if this budget goes over $50 million, then you're just shooting yourself in the foot. And I'm really shocked. I'm surprised that it's happened. Hourglass in the live chat says that Hellboy hinges on the script and the Hellboy casting. Dave Bautista would have been a great Hellboy, but I guess his makeup days are over. Yeah. Pfeiffer says Hellboy with David Harbour is not that bad. So yeah, as I said, if I can find it, we'll check it out. Is it on Netflix? I don't know if it is or not. Let me just pull up my Netflix and just take a look to see if it's there. I don't remember seeing it on there, but you never know. Okay. Typing it in. Okay, so.
What are we, trick-or-treating or hunting giants?
Is that the David Harbour one? No, that's the Golden Army. No.
What are we, trick-or-treating or hunting giants?
Tradition.
Is that it?
One of the brave huntsmen who've come before.
Yeah, that's the David Harbour one. So,
Pig
hey, you know what?
stickers, another tradition.
You know what we'll do?
Used by giant slayers throughout the ages.
Maybe we'll put that one in the retro poll for next week. Yeah. Okay. So that's settled. Talking about that, guys, what else can you find here on the channel? Yeah, we do retro movie trailer or movie reactions, full movie reactions. So let me just let you know that in the community tab, you can find a weekly schedule posted up there where we, post what's coming out in the week. We do full series watch-alongs for things like The Last of Us, Mandalorian, starting on March 1st, guys. So come back and watch that with us. We do full movie reactions for things like Just Like Heaven, Beautiful Creatures. This week we watched Scream 3. And we had lots of fun with that. On Thursdays, we do retro movie reactions. We did Total Recall and Odd Thomas this week. So, maybe a Hellboy with David Harbour is in the works for next Thursdays. I'll put it up in a poll. Saturdays, we watch a horror movie. Last week, we watched Viking Wolf. And this week, we will be watching The Ninth Gate. Because, hey, Ninth Gate came in, it tied for first place last week. It tied again for this week. And, yeah, we do the movie news show that we're doing right now. And then Mondays and Fridays, we do normal movie news headlines. But talking about that poll, guys, that poll, it's up in the community tab. So you guys can go over there and vote. And we had Ninth Gate tied 2 weeks in a row. So I just said, as Freaky was in the lead for the longest for most of the week. But Ninth Gate got it. So at 1 p.m. today, I'll switch over to the metadata, and we will be watching The Ninth Gate. Johnny Depp trying to conjure up the devil. Very fascinating movie, and I can't wait to get into that with you guys, because it is the only Roman Polanski film that I'll watch, and that includes Rosemary's Baby. I won't watch that one anymore, just because of all the stuff going on behind the scenes with him. But Johnny Depp, I actually think it's one of my favorite performances by Johnny Depp. So we're going to have lots of fun watching that. And yeah, that's the protocol, I guess. I have to break the tie. So there it is. Ninth Gate. We're watching The Ninth Gate in just about an hour and 40 minutes. So come back and join us for that, because we will have lots of fun doing that. Alicia Silverstone is going to be making a horror movie? Cool. Yeah. And I just realized I forgot to put it in the story. Oh, well, I'll have to move that to the back. Alicia Silverstone. First look in The Perpetrator. Horror noir. That's an interesting combination. I just saw a film noir this week called Marlowe, and it was actually pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. But this new image shows ruthless Alicia Silverstone. Did anybody see that Super Bowl commercial where she put on the costume from what was that 90s movie that she was in? Oh, God. Clueless, right? She got back into that costume, and it looked, actually, she looked okay there. And this one, she's starting to look like her age, but that's fine. Actually, I think it's pretty cool that she's starting to get back into acting again, and she's starting to get a little bit of a voice back. So what is this Perpetrator all about? Noir, huh? Well, it follows Johnny, an impulsive teenage girl in a town where young women continue to go missing, and revolves around the power she's forced to unlock to survive. It's going to be on Shudder. Premiere. At a Berlin premiere. So this premiered at Berlin International Film Festival just yesterday, it looks like. First clip below. Oh, we actually got a clip here. I don't know if I can watch this one here, though, guys, because if it's a actually full scene from the movie, yeah, we might get in trouble for that. Let's just play a little bit of the sound because it's a whole commercial. Sorry, because it's an actual scene from the movie. It's not necessarily meant to be full marketing material.
A girl like you cannot afford to be stupid and selfish.
No one is going to miss any of this.
She does look ominous, though, right? So what is she, like, mentoring this other girl to be like a killer or something?
Something for you.
Perpetrator. Yeah, I'm intrigued by this. Let's take a look at the IMDb for this. Perpetrator. Johnny Baptiste is a reckless teen sent to live with her estranged aunt Hildy. On the event of her 18th birthday, she experiences a radical metamorphosis, a family spell that redefines her forevering. When several teen girls go missing at her new school, a mythically feral Johnny goes after the perpetrator. Okay, so she's looking after, she wants vengeance or something? But anyway, cool. Now we know about this, right? Alicia Silverstone. Yeah, she's the biggest name there, but I'm intrigued by the premise. I definitely am. Arglass says Clueless commercial was good. So was Adam Driver clone commercial. Okay. She has really aged up for this role. Just a little bit. But I mean, she's only like in 46 or something. She's not that old. Middle of the road, I would say. But yeah, she still looks good in that clip. I'm sorry that we can't watch it. We can watch trailers and stuff. I just, I'm hesitant about actually watching scenes from a movie, because that's where it's kind of like, you know, when we do our movie reactions to stuff, I have to clip out of it and stuff. But yeah, Perpetrator clip. That's up on Bloody Disgusting if anybody wants to go check the rest of that out. I Am Legend 2. Yes, they are making a sequel to I Am Legend. But people will say, well, how would Will Smith come back? Because didn't he die in that first movie? Well, he did. But apparently they are going to be using the alternate ending as a launch point, because in the alternate ending, he survives. The dog doesn't, but he survives. You guys ever seen that alternate ending? I think I must have watched it at one point, the alternate ending. I just know that he got out, right? Doesn't this guy help him out? Like, once he realizes that he's just trying to save his woman, he lets him inject her and stuff like that. Isn't that what happened? I liked I Am Legend, and this is, I think, would be a nice course for Will Smith to begin the healing process to the main public, right? Going back to these properties that people resonated with, where he wasn't the main draw of it, right? It was like the concept of I Am Legend is what drew people in. Things like Bad Boys, like they're talking about making a Bad Boys 4. Again, it's the team up between him and Martin Lawrence that is like the draw, right? Going back to this kind of thing, I think is the right path for him. Because, yeah, people are going to forgive him. It's just going to be a little bit of time. And I Am Legend 2 is going to use that alternate ending. I liked the original ending, but okay, fine. This will start a few decades later than the first. Goldman says, I'm obsessed with The Last of Us, where we see the world just post-apocalyptic, but also after a 20, 30-year lapse. Okay, so you see how the earth reclaims the world, and there's something beautiful in the question of, as man steps away from being the primary tenant, what happens? What will be especially visual in New York? I don't know if they'll climb up the Empire State Building, but the possibilities are endless. He adds, we trace back to the original Matheson book and the alternate ending as opposed to the released ending of the original film. So they'll have to retcon that in like the opening sequence of this sequel. They'll have to just go back and maybe just show him surviving, because the theatrical, he just pulls the pin on the grenade and he jumps into the glass with that other guy jumping in towards him, and it explodes, and that's it, right? I guess they're just trying to capitalize, and maybe, as he said there, on the popularity of things like, well, The Last of Us. Walking Dead just ended, so there's some gaps there for some people to fill in with post-apocalyptic scenario movies. I Am Legend, yeah. I Am Legend 2, are you looking forward to that, guys? Arglass says, I watched I Am Legend while I was 12 on a 12-hour ferry ride to a Scottish island. The movie didn't land for me, but the punch my friend gave me for suggesting it. Oh, you punched your friend for suggesting? I didn't. As I said, there's a couple of really good scenes in it. The dog scene gets everybody. But for me, the scene that worked the most was him in the video store when he realizes that he's really alone and he's just trying to talk to like a mannequin. It's yeah, that was a great scene. Hard to do though, very hard to do. I tried to reenact that once, and it didn't turn out all that well. Oh, mercy. Yeah. What's next? Return to Silent Hill is one that I'm looking forward to, for sure. Yes, they are making another Silent Hill film, and it's going to be not retconning the second movie. It's just going to forget it. It's going to be doing that requel formula. So, Return to Silent Hill filming on new movie from director Christoph Gans begins soon. So that's good. We watched Silent Hill here on the channel, the first one. I think it's still probably one of the better video game movie adaptations out there that everybody seems to forget about, because Pyramid Head is just breathtakingly awesome. So this is going to be starting to film soon. That's good. Officially announced late last year, Silent Hill movie director Christoph Gans, who directed the first one, right, will be directing this next one, Return to Silent Hill, a brand new film adaptation of the game Silent Hill 2. Pyramid Head will be back. Okay, providing an update on the project. Deadline says there's financing due to get underway soon. Okay, so that's good. Yeah. Turn to Silent Hill teaser. Now, I don't think this is an actual teaser. From the
modern, but also very true to the video.
So he's actually talking about it? Get that out of here. Okay, so he's just walking through some of the storyboards. And that's clips from the game. Okay. Just like his... yeah. If he made the first one, I think he can do good adapting the second one. Any comments here that we can take a look at? First Silent Hill movie was enjoyable, but the second one was completely, it wasn't very good. It looked so cheaply made, but the worst of it actually contradicted stuff that happened in the first movie. Yeah. I don't think Gans was involved with that making of the sequel, knowing how much he adores Silent Hill 2. I think he'll do it justice. Yeah, Leslie there. I'll hit the old thumbs up on that one. Oh, makes me, I have to sign in. I'm not signed in. Bummer. Yeah, I agree with those sentiments. I'm all for this. But when Gans going to make another movie with Mark Dacascos, oh yeah, that guy who does Iron Chef. I don't know. I really want to see. Please be at least decent. Dear Konami, give us Silent Hill or die. Yeah. Such an underrated horror flick despite the massive exposition dump at the end. The visuals were spot on, and the choice of casting, mimes and dancers, creatures, and stroke of genius. Can't wait for this. Yeah. Man. Silent Hill. Begins filming soon. Return to Silent Hill. So we probably won't get it this year. I'm guessing next year for sure, probably. I just don't know if it's going to be for like around Halloween time, or they'll try to release it like earlier. You know how we get movies there in January or February. Maybe towards next Halloween. We'll have to see. But I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Follow the young story of a young man coming back to Silent Hill, where he has known a great love, inspired by the second game. Yeah. I don't think any cast. Yeah, no cast. But I'll be looking forward to that for sure. Children of the Corn. Let's talk about this. Children of the Corn remake is finally getting out, guys. They made this film a long time ago, apparently. And it was like slated to come out in 2020. Right? Is that what happened to this? Children of the Corn remake will show who walks behind the rose. Yeah. So, of course, it's an adaptation of a Stephen King short. We'll watch the trailer here in just a few moments. The film will first hit theaters March 3rd. What? Already? March 3rd? And then have an 18-day theatrical run, and then we'll be on Shudder. Is that what's happening here? Okay. Yeah. All right. The new movie is the 11th overall installment of the franchise. Yeah, they went really hardcore with the sequels on this one, and I just lost track of it. I don't even think I even saw the original one. I remember clips of it. I must have seen parts of it on TV or something. It was a boy in the first one that was like the leader. And in this one, it is a younger girl. And I know that they say that there's like the Red Band trailer out there. I didn't see anything really too significant on it. Well, let's watch it. And I'll give you guys my thoughts on this here.
Prepare to witness the horrific rise of the next generation of evil.
And this young girl, the leader,
short story.
The way that they film her, the shot selection,
by Stephen King.
It
comes the
looks
nightmare,
creepy.
like you've never seen it before.
Yeah. Like it looks like they're gonna burn.
I know. It sucks.
Adult.
So hard sometimes you can hardly breathe. But I can help with your pain.
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
Yeah. I think she's gonna do an okay job.
He talked to me. He took care of me.
So there's like an entity
So now
in the
I'm going
cornfield
to
that
take care of him.
whispers to them and tells them to kill the
For
adults.
starters.
Yeah. I hear complaints that people don't like the music in this trailer. I got nothing against it. He who walks. Oh yeah. Oh, and maybe they weren't burning her then. I thought they burned them. But
children of the corn.
So it sounds like we're actually going to get a creature in this one. It's going to be rated R. That's supposed to be like the Red Band trailer. Did you see anything Red Bandish in that? Not me. As I said, I think they filmed this young girl in a... I think she's going to be menacing. Let's see if I can pull up a shot of her. Come on, she's... Yeah, there she is right there with the blood on her face. It's an original piece, is it? I've heard that trailer music before. It's an original piece, is it? I don't know. Actually, I'm sure that if I Shazammed it, maybe you would... Yeah, see... When she's got the blood on her and stuff, and she's like, come on. There's potential here. So yeah, this from what I understand, this was supposed to come out like 2-3 years ago, right? And I love the old school narration in the trailer. They need to make more movies like that. I like the way they narrated it. Yeah, as long as there's going to be a gangly redhead yelling "Outlander," I'm in. Yeah, well, I don't know if you're going to get that, but the classic movie trailer voice. So yeah, it looks like here most people in the trailer liked it. Looks about as good as the film Firestarter remake. Sorry. Actually, I was one. I think I'm like the only one that liked that Firestarter remake. It's not blood, it's corn syrup. Arglass says, yeah. Well, you know, it is like, is that like a Carrie reference there? As the trailer, yeah, I think it worked for me. I know that some people don't like the music and stuff like that they wanted a more creepy, anonymous kind of thing, but yeah. Dead Ringers is getting a series. Let's talk about that. Dead Ringers. First images of Rachel Weisz in Amazon series adaptation of Cronenberg movie. Now, this is a movie I haven't seen, and I am a Cronenberg fan. David Cronenberg, not Brandon Cronenberg. Yeah. Dead Ringers. Did you guys ever see that original Dead Ringers from Cronenberg? What was it about? It was about twin gynecologists take full advantage of the fact that nobody can tell them apart. Twins, okay. Until their relationships begin to deteriorate over a woman. So they fall in love for the same woman. Oh, Jeremy Irons was in that. Okay. Genevieve Bujold, Shirley Douglas. So twins. Oh! So in David Cronenberg's original version, it was a man. A man! Jeremy Irons. Man, now I really want to check this out. So they both fall in love for a woman, and it just changes them up, makes them fight with each other. Fascinating. Yeah, I need to go in and conclude my Cronenberg. It's just, you know, I like to be well versed in some people's catalogs, and I know that Cronenberg's not always a hit for most people, but yeah. So Rachel Weisz is going to be playing on that Jeremy Irons role for this. She's going to be playing a twin. It's going to be out on a limited series, Amazon Prime, April 21st. While you wait for a trailer, check out the first look images below. Billed as a reimagining with a gender swap. Okay. So they're gynecologists, which means they look at ladies' private parts. That's fine. I don't know if we'll be able to do full watch-alongs for this one, though, based on that. But Rachel Weisz is a really good actress, and her taking on like a twin kind of role, that does intrigue me. And it looks like they're going to fall in love with a woman. That's no problem there. I like the aesthetic there, the cinematography of them shooting up against the lights with weird shapes. Hey, if you got a weird room like that, you might as well photograph it like that. So yeah, one of them will fall in love with the girl and they'll fight over her. Twins. Rachel Weisz, and it looks like it will at some point become a bloody affair. Yeah, Rachel Weisz. We liked her in The Mummy, right? She's married to James Bond. Benoit Blanc, Daniel Craig. Fascinating. Let's see what the IMDb has up here for this listing. The Mantle twins, identical from head to toe, are on a mission to change the way women give birth. Ooh. Okay, so Emily Mead, Janine Farmer. Okay. Anybody else we recognize? Nobody jumps out at me here. Okay. Limited series. Do we got how many episodes this is going to be? Doesn't say. Probably 6 or 8 at the most. 6. There we go. 6 episodes. Fascinating. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. What do you guys think about that? And have you ever seen the original Dead Ringers? I'm intrigued about it now. If I could find a copy of that, maybe we'll watch that. Maybe it's on Tubi. Tubi seems to have be getting a lot of these older ones. So let's pull Dead Ringers. Dead Ringers. Tubi. They do have it there. Huh. On Tubi. Comes in just under an hour. Now, just in case there's some nudity in this, I don't want to... So it's on there. I'll have to make a note of that. Dead Ringers is on Tubi. Maybe I'll add it to next week's horror watch-along. Yeah, that's an idea. We got a list because we're going to need to fill in the gaps because we're watching Ninth Gate. I think Freaky is going to carry over. We'll leave the Ritual for another day. I do want to get through the Ritual, though. I do. Dead Ringers? Yeah, we'll add that for next week. For sure. Okay. Where are we at, James? We are at some horror rundown headlines that I just missed. Let's go through some hit or miss headlines that perhaps tying up some loose ends. The Occupant, New Line and Zach Krieger acquire horror story after bidding war. So Zach Krieger, of course, made Barbarian, and his next movie, Weapons, is going to be his next project, right? Running 39 pages long. The story was written by Victor Sweetster. Okay. THR notes there were numerous studios and filmmakers fighting in the trenches for this project. So people really like the script, the treatment for it at least. Hey, when you come up with a good idea, people want it. Occupant is described as a reversed haunted house story. Instead of a family moving into an abode, here a historical house is moved for preservation purposes into a neighborhood. Well, that's fascinating. Yeah, I've seen them move like houses around and stuff. So a haunted house gets moved into a neighborhood. Fascinating. This is the story of a 100-year-old Victorian home offered up for free. With the caveat, the new owner has to put it on a flatbed and move it from the lot it occupies. The story begins cleverly with texts back and forth between the husband and wife who cannot get over the good luck to be chosen to take the house. Naturally, we learn there is no such thing as a free house. Oh, wow, they got quite a few snippets here. The narrator is a teen named Chloe who lives in the town where the home is being moved. She and her boyfriend Mason are disappointed to see it's going to be plopped onto the S-hole. Their nickname for the S-hole empty lot where the neighbors' kids go to drink, smoke, and lose their virginity. Okay. They decide to explore the structure before the homeowners move in. Oh, so it's kind of like they move it there, and then some teens go into it and one night of debauchery, and I guess some ghosts come in and kill them. Fascinating. They learn that the house is haunted, and its supernatural occupant begins to turn itself loose on the members of the neighborhood. With horrifying results, it becomes a full-fledged scare fest. Yeah, that's an interesting. Very interesting. Hourglass says that house looks like one out of It movie. Yeah, this is a snapshot from the It movie. I guess they just needed a picture here of a creepy house. What's next? Are you afraid of spiders? Sting. First look at arachnophobia horror movie featuring practical spider effects from Weta. Practical? Then why do you need a visual effects house? Well, Sting. Are you guys? And they are making an arachnophobia remake, but it's not going to have anything to do with that. And god damn, if I ever saw a spider like that in my house, this is why I don't live in Australia, because or even in like the lower states, because of little. Yeah, I just couldn't tolerate it, man. If I see that, it's instant death for this thing. It'd be kind of like you don't exist anymore. So if you're scared of spiders, then yeah. Sting, inspired by humanity's greatest fear, spiders. Yeah, well, one cold, stormy night in New York City, a mysterious object falls from the sky and smashes through a window of a rundown apartment building. It's an egg. From this egg emerges a strange little spider. So it's like from a different universe? Huh. Okay, the creature is discovered by Charlotte, a rebellious 12-year-old girl obsessed with comic books. Despite her stepfather Ethan's efforts to connect with her, she's distracted by by her new baby, the struggling to cope. What the heck? Leaving Charlotte to bond with the spider. She keeps it as a secret pet. She names it Sting. Okay, so that's her pet? God. I don't care. Yeah. Shivers up the spine, man. Makes me want to check my walls. No. It's winter right now. It's so cold out there. No spiders like that here where I live. I don't see a release date here for this. Impressive script. But, okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing a release date. But first look, so yeah, keep our eye out for that. Winnie the Pooh and Blood and Honey was out in theaters this week, guys, and it wasn't out in a whole bunch of places. We know that we're getting a Winnie the Pooh 2, Blood and Honey 2. I feel like starting a Wednesday, February 15th, running through Monday, February 23rd. Now, I didn't see it listed at any of the theaters that were near me. It's only in 1,500 theaters. If it was, I would maybe go check it out. But yeah, who am I kidding? I would go check that out. The Days of Adventures and Merriment. Yeah. So this video is age restricted. Because you see, Winnie the Pooh and Piglet go on a killing spree. I guess a bunch of teenagers come to Christopher Robin's cabin, and they decide to lay siege to them. Just one of those cultural things, right? It was so low budget, under $100,000. Reviews are saying the movie sucks. I'll just wait for digital. I think that's what I'll do too. This was the single worst horror flick I've seen in 5 years. Not even funny bad. Okay. My friends and I bought tickets for this weekend. I cannot wait. This looks like so much fun. That's what I heard too, that it's just a communal experience where it's kind of like, yeah, it's not that good of a like production budget wise. It's schlock, but you'll have fun watching it with other people jeering and cheering at its quality. Yeah, okay. Mad Props. Robert Englund and Lance Henriksen will appear in Props documentary. Cool. Robert Englund. Freddy Krueger, right? First reported. Mad Props will feature insights from horror legends Robert Englund, Lance Henriksen, and Mickey Rourke. Okay. the feature-length documentary has wrapped production and is set to follow a handsome nerd as he journeys the globe to turn the conventional art world on its head, proving to historians and critics alike that movie props are as important an art form and as great paintings and sculptures in history. Well, of course it is. There's lots of people that pay lots of money for props, things like lightsabers. Freddy's glove would probably be like replicas, for sure. I would have a Freddy glove replica. I would love to have that. That would be awesome. How much would that possibly be? Let me just pull up the old Google here. So you can get cheaper ones for like $70. But yeah, upwards to $269. Because that's just like, I'm sure it's just the attention to detail, right? Maybe if it was signed too. That would be cool to have though. Yeah. So, props. Yeah. I like that Danny Trejo dead in Tombstone with Mickey Rourke. Oh, okay. Is that what he was in? Lance Henriksen. Props. Sweet idea. Yeah. Fascinating. All right, guys. I think that's pretty much all I got for today. I don't really have that much more in store. As I said, go over and check out that poll, those polls for next week, because it's already pretty much decided that we'll be watching The Ninth Gate there at 1 p.m. If I missed anything here. The Offer, Jordana Brewster, Scott Speedman. Okay, so Lawrence Fishburne to star in a thriller called The Offer. Richard Flew, Mary Elizabeth Winstead replaces Rosamund Pike in Virus Thriller. Okay, we do like Mary Elizabeth Winstead here. Found Footage, the series, is now available on Tubi. Okay, Found Footage, the series. Eli Roth's Thanksgiving cast Patrick Dempsey as the sheriff. Okay, so Eli Roth is making Thanksgiving, a horror movie about Thanksgiving. Scary movie, Regina Hall. Frank Grillo says there is a script for a final Purge film and tells the studio he is ready to go. Because he wasn't in the last Purge movie, was he? What was it? Purge Legacy or something was it called? I liked his character in the second and third one though. Occupant, yeah, we just talked about that story. Hellraiser, I Am Legend, M. Night Shyamalan. That's not really a horror headline. Dr. Giggles, Scream Factory. Larry Drake is Dr. Giggles. The Well. Lauren Levera of Terrifier 2 stars in a supernatural thriller, The Well. Okay. Love and Death. Yeah, we watched that trailer for that. Satanic Hispanics horror anthology from 5 Latin filmmakers. Okay. Sting, yeah, The Leader. Tim Blake Nelson, Vera Farmiga to star in film about Heaven Gates cult. Well, we do like Tim Blake Nelson. He was good in Cabinet of Curiosities, and he's also just an overall good actor. And, of course, we adore Vera Farmiga here because of the Conjuring franchise. She's just awesome overall. Winnie the Pooh, yeah. All right. Guys, that's pretty much all I got for today. Thank you for joining me on the weekly horror roundup show. I'm sure I probably missed a few things here and there, but I'll catch up with it throughout the week. Let me know what you guys thought about some of these stories below. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, follow me on all the other social medias there. Sometimes you get behind the scenes stuff. And I'll see you in about an hour to watch The Ninth Gate, Johnny Depp. taking on the devil. Yeah, why not? See you guys next weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a nice day. Yeah. You're watching Mirror Domains.